Hey, here, welcome back to the Metal Boys. Take us all these years, Jim, to do this, but hey, you know what? We decided, okay, Jim, what's your top 10? What's the top 10 Maiden songs? There we go, out of the blue. Took us about 3 minutes to come up with this. That's the way you do top 10 lists, right off the top of your head. Whatever comes to mind, you put down.
Boom, boom, boom.
You start thinking about it, it's going to take you 4 days. So if it hits your head right away and you're top 10, that means that's the song. That means the way to go. Don't put too much thought in that. Here we go. Top 10 Iron Maiden songs. Starting at number 10, I've got Flight of Icarus.
Whoa!
I know
Why would you put that?
We had to arm wrestle for this to make them the top 10. Jim, when that came out,
I said Fear of the Dark.
That came out, the bit Fear of the Dark's a great song. That would have been my
a tie.
Okay. So we got Flight of Icarus. That came out, Peace of Mind. They did the video.
Yeah.
Nico's in the band. The video with the riding and the galloping kind of song, and Bruce is in the thing and he's shaking his leg. Nico's all over. They put the camera above it. He's slapping around, and it's a great song, man. The chorus, everything, the scream at the end, the drum fills, the bass.
You know what? It should have been a bigger single. Don't you find? It should have been like a Run to the Hills. It's very catchy, very melodic, very short.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. I mean, it was a great song, but it wasn't sort of like a top 10 song back then, right?
Could have been, should have been.
It could have been. I don't think it was pushed out properly.
There we go. Number 10, Flight of Icarus, going to number 9.
This is a huge one.
I love this song.
Blood Brothers.
Blood Brothers. Right off of Brave New World. We got some of the new stuff in there.
You know what's amazing about this song? I think Blood Brothers, the live version is a lot better than the studio version. Because the audience is singing along, they all feel united. We're blood brothers of metal and sisters. I don't know, I just think it's... What does everybody think? Is Blood Brothers studio better or live version better?
You know, Brave New World's a great track off of that album too, so... We've chosen Blood Brothers, coming in number 9. Number 8, Rock Child! Rock Child!
Paul Di'Anno.
That I never seen, I was never meant to be he. Paul Di'Anno, going back to the early days. Here's one, Jim, that...
Even though it was on Killers, this song was recorded way before even the first album. Metal for...
Didn't make the first album.
It didn't make the first album. That's
Slapped it on the second one.
And if you hear the first version of it, the original version, I mean, it sounds like it, but it doesn't. You know, I think there's a couple of solos that are missing on the original. I could be wrong.
Love this version, love that album. One of my top Iron Maiden albums is Killers. And we got a Paul Di'Anno track coming in number 8, Rothschild.
And number 7.
2 minutes to midnight.
2 minutes, baby, 2 minutes.
Just the lyrics alone merit that it fits on our top 10. But when that came out, the video and everything, that was a lead-off single off of Power Slave, right?
Yeah, and I gotta say that 2 minutes to midnight had a very Dio-esque sound. Like, I mean, when Bruce is singing it, I know Dio was in his heyday back then, right? And it just really comes across as, you know, Ronnie James Dio could have been singing this song.
Cuts their meat and licks the gravy. That's it. 2 minutes a minute. Great track. Great track. They played it for years. Great album cover for the single. Yeah. And there we go. Coming in at number 7. Number 6. I love this. And we got a blaze
There we go.
The Clansman.
Freedom.
Yeah, there's one of the few tracks that Bruce sings live to this day.
Yeah.
So it's a great track.
Another anthemic song. You have Blood Brothers, which the crowd goes crazy, and then the Clansman, when Blaze sings it live, or when Bruce sings it live, or whoever sings it live.
It's a great track.
It's emotional. It's probably one of the greatest, and again, the top 6 songs, right?
There you go. We're at number 5 now. Going back to early Maiden, where it all started. Probably one of the big hits right off the bat.
Phantom of the Opera.
Phantom of the Opera.
Oh, what a great song.
That's the time changes. In fact, when Dennis Stratton joined the band, they're like, wait till you hear some of the time changes we got happening there. If you think some of this other stuff's way out there, wait till he starts playing Phantom of the Opera.
And you know what? Credit to Dennis Stratton. I mean, he brought in the back vocals on that song. He brought the time changes, the harmonies. I mean, he made it a bigger... They said they had to strip it down.
Yeah, apparently by the time he was finished, he fooled around with it one night in the studio. He went in, played guitars, backing vocals, and it sounded like a Queen track by the time he had finished it.
That's right.
We're like this version. We're happy with the version that came out. Phantom of the Opera, they still play. They played for years and years and years. It's a great track. Coming in at number 5 on our top 10 list.
Number 4.
Oh, to you I can sing.
For the devil's
Songs me for that.
You have to understand, going back, this was the one. This is the one that set them in the stratosphere here in North America. The title track of The Number of the Beast. It's still great to listen to today. It's a must play at every one of their concerts.
And the intro, I mean, right when you, and it was supposed to be Price. What was his first name?
Alone.
What was Price's first name again?
Who?
The guy with the boss.
It wasn't Vincent Price.
No. Oh yeah, that's his name, Vincent. So for
wasn't him.
No. For The Number of the Beast, they wanted to get Vincent Price to do the intro.
Yeah.
So they couldn't get him. So they did is they got an impersonator or somebody who sounded like
Cost
Vincent
a lot
Price.
less.
That's right. Cost a lot less. Sound had that.
But it's got
nice
everything. Apparently, that scream that Bruce had and Martin Birch drove him crazy. Bruce was throwing chairs around. He left the studio, and they said, "That's not the scream. That's not the scream." To this day, he's happy with the scream. They got the scream out of him.
Yeah.
And drove Bruce crazy. His first album with the band, and it's the title track, "Number of the Beast," coming in number 4.
Yeah.
Now, which list, Jim, would not be complete if we didn't mention this? This was the one that came off of the Number of the Beast album. Everybody was playing a nice little 3-minute track.
Yeah.
The drums are fantastic. It's got the beat. We're talking with the one and only Run to the Hill.
You can hear the drums, the intro, and know, wow, that's Run to the Hills. That's the riff of the song.
That's it.
That's like the riff.
Bang, bang, bang.
What a great
That was the
song.
title track. That's the one the radio picked up right away. That's the one that they released
The blockbuster.
early to get out there to tease everybody because this album was running late. They literally mixed it days before it was supposed to be launched. And this was the first song was chosen as the first single.
Yeah.
It could not have been a better single for North America. And that's what really got them on their way from an arena for a small venue band to arena and large venue band. So
And actually, the second hit, the second big hit was 2 Minutes to Midnight. I remember that being also a huge hit. We should have mentioned that before. But yeah, Run to the Hills was the big smash hit of Iron Maiden that, gave them that sort of mass acceptance, right?
Coming in number 3. Now we're down to 2. How could this not make the list?
I think
the Trooper.
They must play this song at every concert.
It gets faster and faster over the years. It's like Bruce now, you can't even... It's just spitting. He's spitting his piece of teeth and flesh and tongue and everything. I think Nick was always smiling. He's like, how fast can I get this, How fast can I play this and drive Bruce crazy? The original version off of Peace of Mind is the one. That's a nice tempo.
Yeah, it's a nice tempo.
Some of these live versions, like, what are you doing?
What happens is this song, this iconic song that you love so much, that you've heard it so many times, you're kind of like, okay, I'm a little bored of this, but you can't take away the fact that this was a huge song for Iron Maiden, and still is.
Charge of the Light Brigade.
Yeah.
And a little history there happening too.
Yep.
There you go.
And like the video they had for it as well.
Video, everything. He had to come out. That's it. The Trooper, a standard, a staple for their live set.
Yeah.
Now, number 1.
Number 1. What could it be, Alan? What could it be, Alan?
Jim.
The one.
I hear a bell tolling. There's a bell tolling in the back.
It's not Hallowed Oh, yes. It's quiet.
Hallowed be thy name. For me, Jim, that is my favorite. I'm glad we put it number 1.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a great track. Holding those notes, the
Oh,
scream,
yeah.
the subject matter, the way it builds up, the way it ends.
Yeah.
It was one of my favorite tracks off that album, and it seems to be everybody, a lot of other people, because it's, again, a staple. They do a concert and they do not play this song, people go home disappointed.
This is actually not the same as The Trooper. The Trooper is sort of like, it's easy to digest. But this song, because there's so many different time changes and just so many different elements to it,
Drum
you can hear it
fills.
over and over again. People cover this song and you love it. It's just that great of a song.
Great song. There's our top 10 list. We could have gone, spent 6 hours listing all our favorite Iron Maiden songs. We got it down to 10. How did we do it, Jim? Hey, man, top 10 list. Bang, bang, bang. Within 3 minutes, this list was made. Some of you might say, oh, it shows. this song wasn't on there, that song wasn't on there. But you know what? That's what, whatever hits your head first, that's what comes out, because there's a reason why that pops into your mind first. It's a great song.
Yeah.
That's why it made our top 10 list. We could have put Remember Tomorrow, like you said, James. We could have put Fear of the Dark.
Fear of the Dark.
We could have put The Evil That Men Do.
The Evil That Men Do.
You know? There's tons we could have put. Brave New World.
Brave New World, that's another great song.
I Dream in Black and White.
Prowler, Sanctuary, Iron Maiden. Well, not Iron Maiden. I wouldn't put Iron Maiden in the song.
That's our list. Let us know your top 10 list.
Yes.
And
tell us what you think.
This was ours. Iron Maiden. Try to do this. This is an impossible feat, boys and girls. Top 10 list for Iron Maiden songs. We did it here today on the Metal Boys.